What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Conserve Ohio. Ben here. Today is last minute archery prep for the 3D tournament that I'm going to be shooting tomorrow. I'm going to really be focusing on my form, just getting some reps in and some consistency. So stick around, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so I definitely want to talk about the gear. Obviously, of course, we're going to be rocking the Dart and Consequence 2. She's all tuned up, ready to go. Really happy with the way this is shooting right now. We have a Redline single pin sight on there, which has a sight tape that goes out to 95 yards. So we got a little bit of distance, but I'm going to be shooting the arrows that I'm hunting with this year, right? I don't want to switch it up this close to the season for a tournament. And this tournament, luckily, is only out to 60 yards, right? So there's no super long range shots, so that's great. Release is the Stan Onyx thumb button with the clicker. The string is a custom string made by my local bow shop, Broken Rack Archery. So it's a super sweet string, brand new, pre-stretched, so I think we're good there. And lastly, the arrows I'm running are Gold Tip Hunter XTs, custom fletch with boning vanes and boning wraps, and then Luminox. These arrows weigh just under 500 grains, so they're a really heavy arrow. Typically when you're shooting 3D, you want to get a really light arrow so you can really reach out and touch things. But like I mentioned before, I want to keep my hunting arrows because I don't want to get all out of whack right before season. So we're gonna rock these and hope for the best. I did want to throw this out here. When you're doing any sort of tournaments or any kind of shooting, hunting, just practice, always check your nocks. A lot of times those nocks will crack or fail in some way and you won't notice it up until you pull that release and the arrow just kind of shatters, right? So always check the nocks for your safety, for the safety of your equipment, and your accuracy. All right, I'm done blabbing. Let's get to shooting. Okay, so the target's down there now. We're gonna be shooting at that nice buck target. I'm really gonna be focusing more on consistency rather than perfection, right? I'm gonna be really looking to get those surprise releases, right? I don't wanna be punching the trigger. I want my follow through to be good, not dropping the bow right away, but holding it up there at least until I see the arrow hit the target. And then also just really focusing on my breathing. We're gonna go from 40 yards back to 50, and then to 60, just to really make sure that sight is locked in and that I feel at least somewhat comfortable at those ranges before we're doing it for money. We're at 40 yards now. Let's sling a few down there. And the way I like to get a surprise release, right, is to kind of just wrap my thumb around the thumb button, get comfortable there, and slowly start to rotate that release back as I pull through. You're almost treating it as a hinge, right? And a hinge is a good way to practice this. But that really just helps me to pull through, and I'm focusing on that action, which keeps me locked in for the moment. So give it a shot. First arrow here. And right off the bat, we are on a bad note because I didn't dial my sight and that just sailed up into a tree. Let's try that again. I like that first one, or the second one. Yeah, didn't like that one. Let's go get them and step back to 50. We're at 50 yards now. Make sure we're dialed to 50 yards. And 3 more arrows. Let's see if we can do a little better this time. That was, 40 was not a good start. I like that start. You know, I'm only going to be shooting 1 arrow in the tournament per target. So as long as I'm consistently doing well in the first one, then, you know, it kind of works out well. But let's send 2 more down there. Not bad. And 1 more. I did punch that one a little bit though, so just try to get more of a surprise on this release here. And I sent that one over the back. That's why we're practicing, right? Moving back to 60, I just kind of wanted to talk about high pressure shots. You can practice all day and all night to get a really perfect shot on a deer, right? But what you can't do is imitate those high stress environments and situations. So one of the main reasons I'm doing this tournament is just to put some added pressure on myself, right? You know, when you're in the woods, when you see that big buck walk up, you're gonna be shaking, you're gonna be freaking out, right? This tournament kind of, not to the same extent, but add some pressure to those shots. So I would encourage you, come up with a way to make high pressure shots for yourself, whether it's a tournament or having a bunch of people watch you. Just get yourself used to those high pressure environments, and I think you're gonna find you'll have quite a bit of success when you do it. We're back at 60. Let's sling 2 more arrows and see how we do. On target, but not anywhere close. That one broke early. This is where it counts. Okay with that one. Let's go grab those arrows and do 2 more from 60, because I don't like that first one. Okay, 2 more arrows. Let's make these count. I like the first one. I like the first one a lot. Not bad. Looks like we got a 10 and we got a either 8 or 9. I'm not sure, but not bad. I'm pretty satisfied to end like that. Certainly gonna keep practicing. You can see I need it. So I'm gonna keep going on that. But while I do that, why don't you guys let me know down in the comments, how do you get prepped for hunting season? Do you do 3D events? Do you do any sort of tournament? If you have you found that it makes your hunting experience better, or does it hurt you? Really curious. If you did go to a tournament, let me know what you scored and what you placed. Really interested in that. And of course, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on the video if you haven't already. Really appreciate all of you who watch and support the channel. Let's keep on moving up. Remember to make sure to be the best conservationist of your state you possibly can, whether it's Ohio or not. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.